Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Lula and I live in zone 8. So the temperature today is about 92 degrees. It is very muggy here in zone 8. Our weatherman is predicting thunderstorms later today. So I wanted to come out and I wanted to pick some more of my Kentucky Wonder pole beans, and I wanted to pick some eggplant that I had growing. I have the Oswald and then I have the diamond eggplant. I have lots of beans that are coming, so I wanted to come out and pick some because you know the more you pick, the more it stimulates your plant to produce more beans. But I wanted to show you an issue that I am having with my Kentucky Wonder pole beans, and that is the Japanese beetle. The Japanese beetle is native to Japan, but it is also here in the US. So there's about 300 plants that the Japanese beetle will attack. Beans is one of them, grapevines, roses, and raspberries. There is no boundary. And usually when you see the Japanese beetle, it'll be more than one if they travel in a pack. Or they travel in a pack, as they say. Now the Japanese beetle does a lot of damage to your garden, but it is a striking insect when you see it because the upper part of the body is a bluish green iridescent color, and then the lower part of the body, including the wings, is a brownish coppery color. You'll know when your plant has been attacked by the Japanese beetle because your leaves will look skeletonized, meaning that the Japanese beetle is going to chew between the veins of the leaves. So you see this leaf here? You can tell that this is a Japanese beetle because the veins of the plant are still intact, but it's chewing between the veins of the leaf. And if you don't watch out, they will devour all your leaves and your plant will not survive. The Japanese beetle usually appears between May and August. Now there are certain things you can do to get rid of the Japanese beetle. You can use a mixture of water and dish detergent, maybe like a tablespoon of dish detergent and some water in a cup, and then you just drop the beetle into the water, which can be very time consuming because sometimes they'll fly off. Sometimes you can drop them in the water, they'll just shake the leaf and they'll fall into the water, if you catch them by surprise. And you'll find that there's usually more than one because, as I mentioned, they like to travel in groups, so you can really get quite a few of them from one leaf. Another way you can kill them off is to use neem oil. Neem oil is a very good product to use. I find that it's very good for fungus gnats, mealybugs, spider mites. It's good for any type of worms that chew and eat on your leaves. You want to make sure you follow the directions on your bottle of neem oil, and if you're going to spray the neem oil, I wouldn't spray in the heat of the day when the sun is shining because it will burn your leaves. The combination of the spray on your leaves and then the hot sun can burn your leaves. So I would spray it, like early in the morning or late in the evening, and then if it rains, you have to reapply it. In order for it to be effective, you have to keep up a regular routine of spraying your crops, and I haven't been doing that, which is regrettable. You can still get started and then try to maintain a routine. So the Japanese beetle will ingest the leaves sprayed with the neem oil, and they'll pass it along to their eggs, and then their larvae would die. So that's how it works to keep your Japanese beetle infestation in control. Another way is to use row covers. That way they won't be able to land on your plants. You can use the Japanese beetle trap. They have a pheromone that will attract the Japanese beetles. But the biggest thing is to know is that you do not want to put these traps next to your beans because you will have all kinds of Japanese beetles coming from all over the place because they're going to be attracted to that pheromone. So you want to make sure that you put it far away from that plant that you're trying to keep them from. And I've never tried this, but you can plant geranium nearby. It will attract the Japanese beetle away from your plant to the geraniums, and they eat the blossoms of the geranium, and then this geranium has these natural chemicals in the blooms that these Japanese beetles ingest, and then it makes the Japanese beetles get dizzy and they fall off the plant to the ground, and when they fall off, then you can go pick them up and dispose of them. So I've never tried that, but it is worth a try. And then as a word of caution, whatever homemade sprays you're using, just make sure you use it sparingly. And if you are going to use it, maybe test it on a small area of your leaves to see how they're going to react to the spray, and wait like 24 hours to see if, if it's going to kill your leaves. And if it's going to do that, then you don't want to use it. But if it's working well, then you can go on and use it for the rest of your plant. But just make sure that you don't spray it in direct sunlight, because it might burn your plant. And then just make sure you don't overuse it, just use it sparingly. I hope this helps if you're having any problems with the Japanese beetle. So I'm going to show you how my Kentucky wonder pole beans are doing. I'm going to pick some eggplants. My haul for today. This is my Oswald eggplant, and then I have some diamond eggplants, and these are small. I cut them off because they were touching the soil and I want to remove the lower leaves. So anyway, I cut this one off, and I also cut this one off. I would have let it get a little bit bigger, but I felt like it was best to just go ahead and cut this one. And then these are the string beans that I got from my trellis. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and that way you'll be notified of any new videos I have posted. And to all those who have subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.